Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Now Jones. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here you go, man.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Let's go.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 1st quarter lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Kelly under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. I start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Escaping, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
And we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Kelly to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake. Now Kelly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Kelly. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. About them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry.
Red!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here you go, man.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Rivers now from the 50. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Kelly. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Trying to improvise. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a first down throw, Kelly. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. 11 more on that one and another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Rivers. It's complete to Williams. Still going. They can't stop him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, Delta! 0. White!
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And
confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Now Kelly, eluding the pressure right.
Whoosh, missed.
He will not go down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Play action, it's Kelly. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. But it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Here's Kelly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And coming out now, the Broncos. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kelly, a final shot before break. Space to maneuver at the 40. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw is Kelly. Off the play fake. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Kelly now on first down, being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kelly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So awfully close that time, but his kick's going to come up short by about the length of the football.
Yeah, Brandon, he got a little help from the mile-high air, but that one just didn't quite get there.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, Rocket!
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got room to run past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now it's the backup Keenum. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Second down, Rivers. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. Burst by him near the 35. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. And they'll go on the ground. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Kelly. Back to the air on 2nd down. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And this is recovered by the Chargers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there with a return of 102 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now down to 20. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now Jones. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third and long for Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Walker in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here goes the hot. Blue 20. Hey, orange.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And he slings one that's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride is kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum forced out to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And some space here.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Hey. Set. Delta. Read hot.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Three down. Set. Round 80.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You got three down. Set, 380. Right there, 54 Mike. I'm on.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Three hot.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball. If some
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.